Hello and welcome back to the Predator WPA Women's World 10-Ball Championships, live from Klagenfurt, Austria. We're at the straight knockout stage, and this matchup we have Chen of China against Chieh-Yu of Chinese Taipei. I'm Daryl Peach, and alongside me for this one is George Chieh-Yu. Welcome,
Hello,
George.
Daryl. Hello, everyone out there and home watching, pool fans all over the world. What a match we have. This is the final 16. Chen and Chieh-Yu Chou. Simi is a 797 Fargo versus 772 for Chieh-Yu Chou. Ladies will be lagging just a second. They didn't lag, did they? They did lag. Did lag. We are in Klagenfurt, where we're having 3 world title events this week. Women World 10-Ball, Men's World 8-Ball, and a World Junior Championship. The ladies will start this final 16 here at 2 p.m. They will go to the quarterfinals at 6 p.m. this evening, and then tomorrow we will have the semifinals and the final on Sunday at 4 p.m. Austrian time. See me to break the balls. This is an alternate break format. This is a race to 9. Prior, you were watching races to 7 in stage 1. This is stage 2, the final 16. Daryl, what kind of a break do we have there?
Yeah, just lost the cue ball slightly to the left. No ball down, but obviously can't see the 1 ball, so push out called.
Well, Chou is our reigning 10-ball champion, and if I'm not mistaken, she's also the reigning 9-ball world champion. Holding both titles at the same time. She also had a 3rd place in Puerto Rico last year for the world, for the 10-ball. 3rd world team. She is sponsored by KP Tech. In order to get where she's gotten, she lost in the first round to Rubelin Amit, but then defeated Yvonne Ullman-Heibler, Veronika Ivanovskaya, and Yuki Hiraguchi, and now faces one, if not the top woman player in the world, Chen.
Nice feel there, though. Lovely touch.
And these ladies will push each other to high standards of this game. We're in for a great match, folks. The level of play in this tournament has been outstanding. With this lady here, with Pan Chao Ding, Han Yu, Seo, who lost a very tough match to Pia Filler in the evening last night. And big win for Pia. Chou still at the table with ball in hand on the 1. And she will probably make quick work of this. These ladies, I wouldn't expect too many misses from these ladies. 1, maybe 2 per match.
Don't want to tempt fate, though.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want to give them that famed commentator's curse.
Yeah, we're only in the first rack, but I feel that missed kick shot there from Simming. Big mistake, really, when you've got, if you look at the table now, the line of balls down the center of the table. If she makes any sort of contact with the 1 ball, very good chance of hooking her back. So to miss it altogether is a big error for me.
Chou is one of the few players, in fact, the only player I've seen on tour that uses a cue with a micarta ferrule. Notice her ferrule when she's stroking the ball. It's a light brown, and it's made out of micarta. The cue is a KP Tech, and she uses it very well. Excellent cue ball control, excellent form, smooth as silk.
So just wants to have a nice angle on this 6 ball so that she can come across to the opposite side of the table for the 7. That's what she's looking at now. She's just wondering whether she can draw it cue ball straight back and leave it closer to the side rail. So I think she's finished a little straight on this 5 ball.
Probably to the rail and out.
Yeah, she's decided to leave it short.
Oh, will she stay on the left side of the 9 or come around up above the 8 on the right side?
I think she's got to go to the right now. So both the 9 and the 8 and even the side pocket come into play slightly. But she's negotiated it lovely.
And that's just a preview of shots to come. She negotiated that very well. She knew she'd be close to it, and as Daryl said, they all come into play. She had to miss the 9, stay away from the side, and make sure she went by the 8. What an opening rack. Shades of things to come.
Yeah, looks like a precision run out. Cue ball on a string. And that straight in 10 gives her first blood.
And in this opening, I mean, with this alternate break format, Simi Chen will come to break next. And in order to get here, she defeated Chihiro Kawahara 7-4, Ailu Kibaroglu 7-1, and Pia Filler 7-5. And here we find ourselves in this final 16. Prize money is $50,000 to the winner. Last year, right here on this stage, on this table, it was $30,000. $20,000 increase from one year to the next. And this is the lady that got 30,000. Chieh-Yu Chou. Simi began breaking, so Chou's breaking now. From the side, cue ball, oh, just barely got by the side pocket. 2 ball threatened, but she's left an opening, and Daryl will walk us through that.
Yeah, it looked like the 8 ball was heading for the corner as well, and just got kicked out of the way. Nice, easy opener. 1 ball, looks pretty straight. Only dilemma is she's got to use the bridge. But because the cue balls is so close to the 1, it shouldn't cause any issues. Nice stroke.
Simi Chen has been out of other tournaments here in this part of the world. The Chinese lockdown for the COVID kept all of them hidden away, and so is not ranked in the top 100. And when she does get ranked, she will be at the very top with a 797 Fargo. Right now, the one at the top of the top 100 is Chieh-Yu, 772. She is 29 years old, soon to be 30 at the end of the year. Almost the last day of the year on 12/30 is her birthday. Don't forget to send her roses and gifts, folks. She will appreciate them all.
Finished nice on this 4-ball. Just use the bottom rail. A little bit of right hand spin. She wants to bounce off this rail. Looks pretty good.
Nice angle to go to the 6 for the same pocket. She's going to play a little bit of one pocket for us.
Yeah, and the 7 looks like it goes past the 8 as well, so this is the shot of the rack. She needs a nice tickle, and there it is.
What a tickle. Simi Chen is a 2017 WPA World 9-ball champion. Her first major title was in 2010 with the China Open. She was also a Chinese National Youth Champion, which plays very well into our World Junior Championships. And she has these 3 balls. In 2011, she was Billiards Digest Player of the Year. And in 2019, where she won just about every tournament she played in, she was the Arizona Billiards Player of the Year. And she's pickpocketed Chou and taken game number 2 from her as soon as she puts down this straight in 10 ball. And we're tied at 1. Some of the other matches that just got going here of the final 16, all being played on 8 tables. You have Jessica Centeno leading 1-0 over Melanie Susanguth. Allison Fisher has just begun her match with Chao-Ting Pan Chan-Ting, and then Wei Su-Chin is 1-0 over Sarah Rocha. Rubelin Amit is 1-0 over Kristina Zalteva. Ailu Kibaroglu is 0-0 still with Han Yu. And Silviana Liu leads Pia Filler 1-0. And then Kelly Fisher is trailing Wang Wanling by 1 game, 1-0. Foul on the break. Cue ball just goes directly to the side pocket. Pretty much go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go.
Breaking from the center, and you could see the side spin on the cue ball. Obviously didn't want to put any spin on the cue ball. So as she's come through, her cue's gone right across.
Big opening for Chou. Both first games were won on the opposite player's break. What I mean to say by that is that this time, no one's made the break an advantage.
Yep, and finished absolutely dead straight on that ball, so didn't have to mess around flicking off the 9 ball. Probably going to come back towards herself using the side rail. She may just elect to go straight up the table. Nicely done. Avoiding the traffic and finishing perfect on the 4. Very likely she's going to come to the short side. She's just looking there. Play the 5 down table. Needs to make sure she has angle because the 6 is on the opposite side.
Players are on a 30-second shot clock. They have 1 extension per game and 60 seconds after the initial break, where they can plan their attack of the rack, whether to play it technically or offensively.
Yeah, and she's finished a little bit awkward on this. She needs to force follow this with a lot of left-hand spin, 2 rails to come back out for the 6. Needs to spin past the 9. That's very well done. Made that look easy.
It's not.
And then when you look at this, she'll play a kill shot on this 6. She's got the 10 ball there that she can use to bump into to hold for the 9. Just push the 10 down towards the bottom rail.
We have seen some high quality play in this women's tournament. We've had matches that just kept you on the edge of your seat. This is going to be one of them. And with neither player taking advantage of the break, they've traded punches, and the score is 2-1. And Simi Chen will come to break the balls as, wait a minute. Simi won the lag, right? Yeah, so Simi won't be breaking the balls. It will be Chieh-Yu Chou. That one little advantage has gotten away from Simi. Eight ball to the side. Will she have an opening shot on the 1?
Well, I think she can play the carom off the 1. Call the 5 in the side. Might see better from this angle.
5 ball side pocket.
Yeah, that looks on. And she'll just roll the... It's all about the weight. The weight of the shot for this position.
Probably use a little bit of draw here, Daryl.
Yeah, I don't think she can push the 1 over the corner. It's hard to tell from this angle.
She has to get past the 3 ball.
Yeah, she's tried to bring it back round.
Yeah.
Okay, so didn't turn out as planned, but she does have maybe a bank, and if not, can she hold the cue ball where the 1 ball is now and send the 1 3 rails? Well, obviously that wasn't on, maybe because the 1 was close to the rail, and that's a mistake. So a clear shot at the 1 now for Simming. I think she can slide the cue ball past the 3.
Extension.
Well, she's used the 3 to hold for the 2. It's a nice shot. Ooh, used all the pocket there. And the cue ball's slowed up, so she can dig down on this to play the 4 in the left corner.
I like her attire. Remember the days when all the professional players would wear vests? They still do it in snooker, don't they?
Yeah, they always do. They tried to loosen it up for a few years, letting players not wear dicky bow or a tie, but now they've brought it back. So, a little bit of a change to the pattern of this match. This time, Chou had first chance, didn't get out.
Past champions, Chen in 2012 was a runner-up in this tournament. Other champions were Rubelin Amit, 2009, Jasmine Ocean, 2010, Kelly Fisher, who is playing right now against Wang Wanling, won it in 11, and runner-up in 2013. We will go for a break and be right back.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher! Philippines are the world champions.
Back to the live action. Simi Chen to break, tied at 2. Well, that one ball was going to the side. It kind of met the 9, and they said, no, why don't you go in the corner? But it is now hooked. What kind of strategic move will Simi decide on here?
Yeah, it's the first rack where we've had any balls tied up. See the 3 and the 5 there glued together. 3 doesn't pass into the corner. Push out called.
Well, this is not going to lend itself well. I have a feeling she'll get that right back since she's elevated. She could try to put the cue ball, replace the 5 with it. But elevated is going to take a little bit away from it. Let's see how smooth she strokes here. Yeah, that's where she went at it, but instead, Chou will come with a shot on the 1.
She caught that a little bit thin and nearly opened the 5 and the 3 up. Now, she can go really aggressive here and go for this cut on the 1 and flick into the 3 and the 5 if she wants. Well, no, she's snatched at that one a little bit, jumped up on the shot.
At 10 seconds, you'll hear the clock just give you 1 ding, and then at 5 seconds, it counts down. And it just seemed to me that it dinged, she shot, and then she looked back at the clock like, why are you going off? Just like that. That's 10 seconds, and now there's your 5 countdown.
It's nearly a nice shot, that. Have to be very careful because obviously the 1 was close to the corner. So is she looking to send the 1 downtown?
It looks like it, but I'm not sure what she's doing with the cue ball.
Yeah,
Okay, she held it up on the inside, and it's going to catch the 6, and look at this. What a shot.
Superb control of the pace to get absolutely bang on behind that 6. There really is only a 1 cushion escape available. And you could see there.
Oh, she opened up the 5-3.
Yeah, and she knows, look, you could see the cue ball arc off that rail.
That wouldn't have been so bad to miss the ball and give a ball in hand, except that she opened up the 5-3, which made everything wide open. And Rita Chou will now take control. Rita, as she likes to be called when she's in the States.
Or in Klagenfurt.
Or in Klagenfurt, since we're here. That always brings to mind one of the Beatles songs. You should know those guys.
I know the guys. I'm not sure the song you're thinking about.
Lovely Rita.
Oh, of course, yeah.
For those of you of the younger generation, those would be the Beatles.
So you feel that this is the shot of the rack. If this goes in, the rest are waiting, and in it goes. Got to make sure she gets nice on this 7. Straight is good with the 8 ball waiting in the corner.
Ooh, that got away a little bit. No, she's all right. She'd much rather have been straight into the side or
I think she played for the side. Just let that spin take hold and just got away from her slightly, but
She could. Would you consider playing this in the side and bringing the cue ball around? Because
no.
Oh, the 8 ball's off enough.
Yeah, and not only that, it's quite a thin cut.
Yes.
I think she's just going to back herself and just cue this in.
Yeah, you see her,
Smooth cueing.
her ferrule's the same color as a 7 ball.
Played it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, all tables are live on Kozoom, but they are not free. We have 2 streaming tables here in the arenas, one featuring this match and the other one featuring Pan Chang Ding and Allison Fisher. A good look at the young lady from Chinese Taipei. Incidentally, I was looking around the flags of the final 16. We have 3 Chinese Taipei, 2 Chinese, and 2 Great Britain. No American flags.
2 Great Britain with the same second name.
That's right, with the same last name. And unfortunately for the fans here in Austria, Jasmine Ocean was defeated by Allison Fisher last night and not in the final 16. And I think no one is more disappointed than Jasmine Ocean. Chou to break from the middle there, and the cue ball comes back, but nothing goes down.
Yeah, nice solid straight hit. See the cue ball come straight back. Plenty of balls threatened the pocket, nothing fell.
Yeah, she was playing the 4 and the 7s to the side pocket. The 4 went short, went high, caught the round, and came back down, and the 7 went short and went up table. So she had him going towards the pocket, but the speed was just a little off, or the hit. That's a little bit unusual, but not surprising. She went for the bank.
Yeah, personal preference, I think.
Exactly. But look, had she made the ball, look at the cue ball on the 2.
Yeah. A little bit surprising when you look at the wall down the other end of the table to hide behind, which is what Chou's trying to do now.
Trying to do it successfully. Out comes the jumper.
Good effort.
You know, when I heard the sound of that cue hitting the cue ball, all I could think of was, that sounds like a really solid shaft.
Yeah. Very nice. One thing for certain, no jump shot here.
A little close, is it, you think?
Catches the 5 first. match half of the one ball. So another open rack, and this time, if she manages to run these out, there will be a bit of a gap, 2 rack gap, if she can make this run out.
Oh, just think, 48 women started this on Wednesday. Here we are on Friday, and there's 16 left. After this round here, there will be 8 left, and we'll move into the quarterfinals this evening at 6 p.m. I love the way these 2-stage tournaments are set up, and how the players just move into round after round and it just goes so smooth. Semifinals will be played at 3 p.m. on Saturday, with the final at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
It's a good note, that, George. The organisation here is second to none. You've got to remember there's actually 5 tournaments going on at the same time.
You know, that's right, because we call it 3 because of the junior championships, but there's 3 divisions out of 72 players, each one with 24 players. And that's worked its way down to the final 8 for a couple of those divisions, with more of them coming. So that would be 3 tournaments instead of 1. Good call.
Yeah. Under-17s, Under-19s, and the girls.
And she's asked for the ball to be cleaned. She kind of felt like that skidded a little bit.
Yeah, or maybe just a little bit of chalk stuck to the cue ball, so get rid of that.
Yeah, they can see that, so they'll ask for the ball to be cleaned, as many players will, when it appears like there's a spot on it, or. And with all the variations of chalks now, you know.
Needs a bounce.
In fact, one of the sponsors is Kamui. Speaking of chalk,
You'd call that the 50-yard line, George?
I'd call that the 50-yard line. And she's making sure that that tangent line coming off the 10 ball doesn't go to the side pocket. If it does, she'll put just a little bit of draw on it to avoid it. Missable shot, and it came close, but it was right in the pocket.
So for the first time in the match, a player's got a 2-rack cushion now.
This is a race to 9. Stage 1 was a race to 7. But once we get, and it was double elimination. Stage 2, the race goes up to 9, but the loss means you got to go. 8 women out of the 16 have not lost a match, excuse me. The other 8 came from the 1-loss side. And it was redrawn, and here we are. Simi Chen trails Chieh-Yu Chou 2-4.
Yep, and again, balls heading towards the side pockets, but they just seem to get tangled up with one another, you see there, and then on the other side all getting tangled. She has got a shot into the side pocket here. Can she thread that cue ball between the 8 and the 7? Come down to the bottom rail and back out without making contact with any of the other balls.
We'll soon know. And there you can see her patches on the KP Tech, which is her cue maker.
Well, she's made contact, but a nice contact.
And she's landed pretty well on this deuce.
Yeah.
Nice nibble off the 4. To land almost straight in on the 2 to come up for the 3. Probably come right past where the cue ball is to get to the middle of the table for the 4 ball. Lays nice.
Yeah, I know it's a long way off yet, but just looking at that 9 ball, close to the point on the side pocket, may have to play. Well, she's dicing with that side.
Oh my!
You could see her body language there.
Yeah, nice reaction from Rita.
Yeah, I was just saying she may have to play the 9 up into the top corner. Just because it's so near that point. But I'll guarantee that she saw that at the same time as I saw it, so she's already got that in mind. Back out to the middle of the table for the 7 in the right corner. That looks pretty good. So now just to leave an angle. I mean, she could play the 9 down into the bottom corner, but she's got to finish straight, virtually on the side rail. Otherwise, that point comes into play. So the percentages say you should be playing for the cue ball under the 9 to play up table. She's finished pretty straight. I think there's a slight angle. She's decided just to leave it there. As you can see, she's got a nice angle now. Well, this will tell us if that point comes into play.
I think she's going to draw the ball underneath the side pocket and come over.
I think above,
Oh no,
but
she's
with
going
spin.
above. Yeah.
Left spin. Well, she's played to get straight in the opposite. I'm not sure on this.
Well, now let's see how that point comes into play.
Yep. Well, she's not hesitating, so maybe it is a little bit further down the table than I thought.
Yeah, when you mentioned it earlier, I kind of looked at that, and it looked like she might be able to just play it down off the point. Yeah,
There you go.
that's exactly what caused the miss.
Yep. And look at the cue ball. It's not.
No,
It's
not
definitely
there.
caught the point.
Yeah,
Just enough.
I thought she would draw the ball when she played the 8, draw it underneath the side and come 2 rails into the 9
Yeah.
or straight across.
Or more
But
of
get
a
underneath.
punch with left spin.
Yes.
That was another option. But this is not easy.
Well, it's easier at the table than in the chair, so
Listen to
She
me.
fires
that's not
it in.
easy. He made it look
she
very
made it
easy.
look, yeah. And this will erase half of that 2-game lead. And I was going to say gain control of the table again, but lessen the deficit. Chou will be breaking at 4-3. Some of the matches, Cheska Centeno leads Melanie Susan Guth 5-0. Allison Fisher has come alive again and again. How does she do it so well? And she leads 4-2 over Pan Jiao Ding. Sarah Roca trailing Weiwei 3-0. Cristina Salteva trailing Rubelin Amit 2-4. Han Yu leads Aylu Kibaroglu 5-0 she's from Turkey. Pia Filler trailing Silviana Liu 3-1. And Wang Li and Kelly Fisher are tied at 2. Chou to break. Pia with a big win yesterday over Seo Seo. Let out a little scream of emotion. We heard it. We were over here on table 1. They were on table 2, and you just heard it in this huge arena. Everybody turned to look. That is excitement. That is feeling your match. That was explosive.
One goes past the 10. Will she have to play this with a touch of left-hand spin? Just to avoid the 9. Just to straighten it up off that top rail.
Looks like she might have to come all the way around this 3 ball. Can she get by the 5?
Yeah, it's a big ball, the 5. Yep, there it is. Sort of needed to pocket the 2 ball thin.
Well, she hit it to the upper side of the pocket.
Yeah,
so
I think she tried to.
Yeah.
Just wasn't on. Because the cue ball was on the side rail, she couldn't manipulate the angle of the, or the path of the cue ball.
3 ball, side pocket. Extension.
Well, because there's no easy safety on, and she can only hit the right hand edge of this 3 ball, she's going for it, side pocket. What a shot. Deserved better. Got a full contact on that 9 ball there in the corner, which meant that the cue ball didn't come back down towards the 4. Still has a shot, but this is far from easy. Goes past the 5. Yeah, it wasn't easy. Just a little bit of body movement on the way through.
Turning point chalk. Apparently one of Simin Chen's sponsors off one of the patches on her vest. I do really like the vest look, especially for tournament play, especially for prestigious tournament play. I'm a bit of a snob there. Look the part, play the part. Look like a pro, play like a pro.
Yeah, I think the Karen players still wear
They
this.
still do.
Do
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
But another thing that you have companies like Jam Up Apparel that are sponsoring the players, And they're wearing these little jerseys with a nice collar on them. They look very sharp, stylish, well-fitting.
But at the same time, a more relaxed look.
It is a more relaxed look, and you know, to some extent, I guess the vest can hinder some. I'm not sure. I've never really worn a vest.
Yeah, I used to play snooker at a younger
Yeah.
age, and it can do, especially when you wear you have to wear the tie or the dicky bow.
Well, I can see not wearing a tie, but still wearing the vest, like Simi's doing right now. I think a lot of companies have gotten away from wearing ties in the business field. More of a business casual look.
Yeah.
And we will go to a break. We'll be right back. And we are back to watch this referee from the EPBF rack the Predator Arco 2 balls on this beautiful 9-foot Predator table, the Arcadia cloth with the arrow rack. Here in Klagenfurt, Austria. Weather turned a little chilly today. A little bit moist, but it's been beautiful. There's Amber Chen. If we could pan the camera over to the left of Amber, I'll show you a great pool fan that I brought with me from Tucson, Arizona. Breaking from the side, Simi Chen. 7 ball, 3 ball, no, 6 ball. Oh, it's raining balls. Nice opening shot, too. Might we see a break and run?
Looks good, doesn't it?
Khalid Algamdi, Anthony Rodriguez.
10 ball rack
You can
has
start
turned
your
into a
practice
7
on
ball
table
rack.
number 12.
By far the best break of the match up to now. And nice, simple opener. Just going round the back of the 6.
Sam Henderson, Ranveer Dagal. You can start your
Nothing
practice
tied
on
up.
table number 13.
She's wasting no time with this rack. Pretty much 1, 2, 3, and boom. Nice rhythm to her game.
Yeah, yeah. Finished a bit straighter than I think she played for there. Would have rather been able to use the side rail, but now I think it's a straight draw back. And there you go, that's why you always, it's nice to use the rail. You can feel the the pace of the shot better.
Yeah, she shot that to the middle of the pocket. Had she shot it to the right side a little bit, it would have given her the angle to go to the rail and come over for the 8 in a much nicer position than where she's at now. Didn't want much of an angle here.
Extension.
Yeah, so what looked like a near give me rack.
8 ball, corner pocket.
Got a bit of work to do now. This cue ball's going to be travelling. Can she go underneath the 10 ball and round off 3 rails?
Easily, but did she hit it? A
Needs
little
it to
hard.
slow down.
Little hot. Got a little hot. That's what being 3 inches offline means there. What should have been a very easy positional shot on the 9 got a little difficult as she overran the line, the tangent line for the position, and ended up with a thin cut on this 9 ball.
Well, she's called for the bank.
A bank instead. Well, she banked one earlier and was unsuccessful. Let's see this one. Attempt number 2. 3-inch positional error.
Just a little thing for future reference. When you, example there, 2 balls left on the table, it's always, I don't know how to say it, you're going to get more results if you play it short, because then at the right pace, if you don't make the ball, you can bounce the object ball that you're playing back into the middle of the short rail.
Okay.
Whereas if you play it long, you're always leaving it.
Well, we were at 5-3, and now we are at 6-3. Chou won the Women's World 9 Ball in January of 23 in Atlantic City, and the Women's World 10 Ball, I believe it was in August, right here in Klagenfurt in 2022. And here we are in 2023 with the same tournament for her to try to win again, and she's looking pretty good.
Obviously likes this arena and the surroundings.
Yes. Who?
Astrid Santos, Linie Halmström, table number 5. Grayson Vaughn, Hank Leinen, please proceed to table number 14.
Nice cut shot right there. Great position. Great view of the arena. The Predator arena lights over the table, and they use 6 other lights to light up the whole arena, so you at home can see exactly what goes on around that pool table. Chen with a strategical timeout. Felt that error, positional error, cost her quite a bit, so she's going to say, I got to walk it off. Chou will be breaking as she lost the lag, and the score is an odd number. Well, a couple scores around the arena. 3-3, Kelly Fisher and Wang Ling. Pia making her way back and only trails 2-3 against Silviana Liu. Good look at Chou. Sponsors, the arena. This is a Friday afternoon here in Klagenfurt, so you see some empty stands, but come Saturday and Sunday, those will be full. EPBF referee. Kind of guy you don't want to mess with, huh?
So Chou to break, 6-3 advantage now. So a little bit of a gap opening up. Just looking to make a ball. Looking for the 4-railer. And again, another dry break.
Playing safe behind that 2-ball.
Yeah, it looks like there's a
Yeah, it looks like you can go ahead.
big wall there. 2, 6, 7, 8.
Plus you can bank the 1 ball up by the 10 and get behind all 5 of those balls.
She needs that to go. Yeah, it's gone past.
Didn't bother going that far with the 1. Will she go straight at it or come off the back rail?
I think 2 rails, and if she can just catch it thin, bring the cue ball back down and send the 1 towards the 10.
Yes, exactly.
Just caught it too thick. But
Yeah.
if that doesn't go past the 8, then it's not end of the world. But could find herself in a similar position.
Roll up on the 9 here. Yep. Nice tight safety. That just takes the jump cue completely out of your opponent's hand. They just leave it by the chair and come back and find a kick.
I think there's only one escape here, and that's to go between the 3 and the 10 off the top rail. Side rail above the side pocket. And down towards the 1. If you can get behind it, which she tried to do.
Oh. You know, she almost made that ball. Had she
Good
hit
effort.
it, had she nibbled it, it would have gone in the pocket. Hit that ball pretty good. Thought it had a good line.
Well, that's pool, a game of fractions, and that miss means ball in hand and pretty much open table again. Don't see anything tied up.
Well, the ladies don't play again till 6 p.m.
Nicely played. She had a little bit too much angle there to just roll it in, so had to force it off the side rail.
Block 01, Felix Vogel.
So this is the shot
Please proceed to
of
table
the rack
7.
really. Feel anywhere center of the table would be ideal. Doesn't want to run too far.
No,
That
got
looks
by the
nice.
7. Looks really nice there, yeah.
Adrian
So then she'll
Kozlov,
use the 10 ball just to
Rego
flick
Weinberg.
off the 10,
Please proceed to table 15.
push the cue ball to the left towards the 6, down into this bottom corner as we're looking. Just a little flick. Doesn't want to be straight. And that looks straight to
Looks
me.
pretty straight. Sure does.
Big ball on the pocket.
Just squeezed a little bit of angle out of it, so nicely on the 7.
Looks like she's going to have to come back for the 8 or play the combo.
Yeah, probably draw across, play the 8 into the pocket where she is now. Wants to bounce, she doesn't want to be, well, she's on the wrong side of the 8 ball. She wanted to be the other side. Still doable, but if she just goes a bit further, it makes everything easier. She's just going to roll into the 9 now, and if that 9 sticks, it'll just come off the rail. But when you bump into balls, bad things can happen. Nothing's ever guaranteed. Nice shot.
And
Closes the gap.
that closes the gap. 6-4. And Simi to break.
Kennedy Mayman, Julian Schurman. Please proceed to
These
table
ladies
19.
are looking to collect a $50,000 first prize, $25,000 second. Third, fourth would get them 12.5. Fifth through eighth would be 62.50. And actually, just getting to where they are, they've earned 3,125. The loser has to settle for that. The winner will go on to try to get one of those 4 different amounts. Hopefully, the $50,000. Come on down.
Yeah, nice week's work for someone. It's going to be.
I've yet to find a job where I earn 50K in one week. Good view of the Predator arena lights, reflecting off of the Predator Arco 2 balls, and then the arrow rack with the referee racking them. Of course, the beautiful blue cloth, which is what all you could see when, that's all you should see when you're at the table here in the arena and playing. Should be completely focused on the table. Where do you, I notice a lot of the top players don't ever look away from the table when they're in their chair. Some of them just, you know, doesn't matter what they look at, but some of them just, effort never looks away.
No, most don't.
Yeah, most don't. They just stay focused.
Just trying to stay in that zone.
Yeah. Might be able to see the 1 ball, and if she can. She has some work to do, but it all lays there. It looks like the 4's tied up, but it just leads for an easy combination on the 7. Everything else is wide open. So handle the 4 ball right, and it will pay dividends.
Yeah, virtually every rack's been the same. Dry break and open table.
That one time that we almost saw a break and run from Simi, she got out of line on that 8 ball, or the 7 ball, I think it was. No, the 8 ball to get position for the 9. She had to send the cue ball around, and came across and ended up with a tough shot. Went for the bank.
So she's looking probably get nice and straight on this 4 ball for the combo on the 7. Straight is good, or just above. She's just above, so probably, well, depends. When you're behind the shot you can see it, but it's either to leave the 4 over the side or play for it in the corner. So she's digging down. Looks like she's playing it in the side. Could always go wrong. I actually like to leave the 4 in the corner myself.
I think so. I was going to say, if she brings the cue ball back and hits the top part of the 7, so the cue ball, the 4 will slide over, I'd much rather hit it that way. Now she's going to play safe against this 9 ball.
That's actually well played, because it was a dead set bank as well.
Yes, it was, and that, you know, you bank that ball for a safety, and all of a sudden it goes in, and guess who's safe?
It's a good hit.
Nice hit. It's going to go in the bottom corner. Leave a shot on the 5, but in 10 ball you must call your pocket, and that was not called. Chou has the option of putting her back into the table and taking this shot, or taking it herself, and I believe she will take it herself.
Yeah, using the bridge. Don't know if she can hold for the 6 into the corner.
But you spin it out of the 2 rails there for the 6 in the side.
Yeah, it's either 2 rails and hold this for the 6 in the corner, or just slide past the 6 into the side. Probably play in the side, because you can just let the cue go through a bit easier. Yeah, nicely played.
Well, as she runs these 4 balls out, I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware out there that the 2023 Pro Billiards Series has featured a total of 15 tournaments. Puerto Rico yet to be played in November, but it brings us to a total prize fund of $2 million, including 6 world championships. So has it grown from the initial, I think it was 5 events, and the World 10 ball, the Alpha Las Vegas 10 ball? It's grown quite a bit, but what's grown the most is the prize money.
Well, she just finished a little bit short on this 10, and looks like she needs to use the extension on the back of the cue.
Reaching over this ball doesn't make it so easy, but she shouldn't have a problem with it, and she doesn't. Right down the heart of the pocket to go 7-4 over one of the favorites here for this tournament in Klagenfurt. Rita Chou, Chieh-Yu Chou. She had a strong finish in Michigan just recently, last month, I believe, in the United States, but we are here in Austria now.
Yeah, I think if you take the dry breaks out of the equation in this match, I think she's a worthy leader. Less mistakes in the middle of racks.
Yeah, I totally agree. Breaking to get on the hill, as they might say, as we all say. From the side, she started out breaking from the middle. And it's open, but not really an offensive shot. I guess she could play the one ball to the corner. Not much with a 2 there, though.
Yep, another dry one. But this time not as costly with that
Yeah,
2
no,
and 4
with the
tied
2,
up. So
exactly. Thin it and try to get behind a 3-6.
just trying to feel the shot there, you see. Is she thinking of going for this and coming back and trying to move the 4 and the 2?
It looks like it. She's winding up. No, she went for the
She
cut.
has.
Yeah.
It's a good effort.
Is that what you meant by going for it?
Yeah,
Right
going
there?
for
Okay.
it, yeah.
I was wondering if you meant maybe the bank. That was a good cut shot. Very nice.
Yeah, because the cloth's so slick, it's harder to bring the cue ball back. It wants to go more sideways, so that's why she came under the 8 ball instead of over it.
This is going to help.
A little nudge on the 4.
Not quite.
Yeah, just looking if she can play the 2 past the 8. Tricky this, it's just a little funny angle. Would like to bring the cue ball back behind the 4 on the 7. May use one of the other balls as a stopper for the 2 so it doesn't come back up table.
Is she going to get there? She did.
Yeah, the main part of the shot there, the cue ball.
No ball on the pocket.
It's a good hit.
Good hit. Let's see where this ends up. Well, ended up straight in. And Chou at the table. Nice 4-7 combo. Whoa. Very, very unexpected miss there.
Yeah, totally looking at the 4 and the 7 there, trying to break them up. I don't
That was a
understand
nice
that.
combo.
Yeah.
And then look at the position she's going to have on a 3 ball. 7.5 feet away. Big win in the arena. And I think that cue ball is probably going to end up pretty close to where it is right now after the shot.
Corner pocket.
Well, this will make for a tasty dinner for Simi Chen. Let's see just how much she gets out of it. Will she get to 5 games? Or will her opponent come back to the table? You stun this up between the 8 and the 10? Oh no, she's going to go to the backside.
Yeah, there's no traffic on the other side of the table. Nicely played.
Full ball, corner pocket.
Yeah, so the 8 ball doesn't pass the 9. So she'll be looking at an angle on this 6 now after the 5 ball so that she can get nice on the 7 just to drop in behind the 8 to come back down table. So thinking 3 shots in front now. There's the first one executed.
Nice angle to get to the 7. She can go to either side of it from here.
Yeah, there's a couple of options here. She can spin it off just below the middle, 1 rail. She can draw it, but then the 10 comes into play. I like the 1 rail with spin.
Let's see what she likes.
So I have 8.
She went between the
Home
8 and the
team
10.
you.
It's pretty good.
Please
Actually,
proceed to
she's in
table
a
18.
little bit of trouble. Isn't she kind of elevated for this to get back on the 8? Because she has to get back to where the cue ball is now. Oh, she's okay. Elevated again. Yeah, it looks like she's going to have to... She's a little hampered by the 9.
Yeah, these shots are never easy. Look, the 8 looks like it's glued to the rail. A little bit hampered as well.
Oh, what a nice shot.
Nice solid shot.
This is a race to 9.
Nice judgment of the weight there. And gets 1 back, so 7-5 now.
We'll go to a short break and we'll be right back. And Cheska Centeno is into the quarterfinals, defeating Melanie Susanguth in a race to 9-0. A whitewash.
Yeah, bit of a Filipino dynamo there.
And she's a little buzz around the table too.
Yeah. So 7-5 down, Siming Chen. The 5 ball's trying to get there, but it's a no-go. So another dry break.
I think they've all been dry with it. One exception, that one where she almost had to run out. Was there another one?
Yeah, I think Siming's had one run out where she made the 3 balls.
Yeah.
So the 5 ball is waiting for that 2.
5 balls.
And just got to make sure that 2 stays over the corner. Like to be somewhere near straight on this 3 after the 2. Looking at that, has to come straight back, so got to judge the pace. Wants to go a bit. So I'm not sure. I think it's too much angle just to hold it. So she's digging, so maybe
She's
there
digging.
is. Yeah, maybe there is just enough.
Yeah, she's going to bring it back over to the left rail. Just
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah. Now, when you slow roll these, why do many players, or when it's missed, it's usually hit fat? Is
Well,
there a
you-
reason for it, or?
Usually, I think because you feel like you can see her cue. She's just playing it with a touch of left. She's actually coming off 2 rails, but the natural thing for your brain to think is just put that touch of left on. So
Yeah.
when you're rolling it just pushes the cue ball over slightly. You
To
think,
make sure you don't get that hit it fat
yeah,
and push it towards the head rail. Well, this game will get her on the hill, but she's just gotten to a place where, you know, it's not quite that easy. Uh-oh. Oh.
a little bit snatchy. But you saw there, she's playing that, even though she's not really doing anything with the cue ball, she's playing it with a touch of right.
Right, to open up the ball.
That's right, yeah.
Off the rail. And she's converted this to where she will be on the hill if she executes these next 2 shots. And on the hill she is. 8-5. Chieh-Yu Chou over Siming Chen, needing 1 game to move into the quarterfinals. Siming needs to have a comeback and win 4 games, the next game and 3 more, and not let her opponent score another game. some scores around here. We got Wei 6-2 over Sarah Rocha. We got Amit Rubelin and Kristina Zalteva tied at 5. There's a good match right there. Kristina coming into her own as of late. She's been improving and improving the last year and a half, 2 years. Tremendous improvement. Silviana Liu is in a battle with Pia Filler at 4-3. Kelly Fisher and Wang Wanling tied at 4. Let's see how the Duchess of Doom is doing over Pan Jiao Ting. She leads 7-5. Duchess does. Allison Fisher.
16.
Well, once again, another dry one, but no path to the 1 ball.
Now, do you think when you break dry and you can't see the object ball that you're, the 1 ball, it's to your advantage because you're in control of the table, or when it's covered up like this, are you at a disadvantage?
Well, because you can play push out first shot, I always feel that it is an advantage. Because you're going
The
to
push out is?
Yeah, because you're going to push out into a position where you feel strong. I always think it's good to know your opponent when it comes to push out.
Because I've always felt that the better player has the advantage in the push out conditions. But when you're equal, I'm not sure that it's that much of an advantage, because you're both as creative, you both have the ball control, you both have the shots, the repertoire. So I just don't think it's that much of a difference.
Yeah.
Like with these two here. I just don't think there's that much of a difference. But when one player is superior to the other, then definitely the push out favors the better player. We have Kareem Bilaj in the house. Hello, sir. CEO and owner of Predator Group has just arrived on the scene here in Austria. That was an ambitious shot.
Extremely. Maybe the score line had an influence on that shot, I feel.
Well, yeah, you've got to do something. There's Eric in the crowd there. Eric Horlifson, one of our commentators here. Getting ready for a 3:30 match. And one of those matches will be Fu Han versus Carl Gnadeberg and the juniors. And the other one is Sylvan Starkerman versus Yannick Bangers. Coming up at 3:30 local time here. It's already 3:30, so they're waiting for these tables, and that's not going to go in there.
Well, I think again there, she's looking at the 4 ball.
Well, she was trying to twist that 2 ball away. I don't think it had a direct path. It was too tight. And she had to make sure she made a good hit. A referee watching that 4 ball, making sure it doesn't move. This could prove dangerous for Chou.
Yeah, and that little flick there on that 7 just sent the cue ball down table a bit more than she would have liked.
Well, here with a little bit of, with a hint of inside, I'm not sure she can hold this. She's going to have to go down and come back up. Unless she goes across. No, she could hold it. Look at this shot. What a pretty shot. Oh, and now it looks really good. And the 8 ball is in the pocket there, so coming around 3 rails with the cue ball for the 5 ball.
Yeah, 5 goes past the 6 into the corner. A little bit short. But still, shouldn't be a problem. Just let the cue ball drift to the left. Play the 6 in the opposite corner. Oh, she's played that with like a gone for power and a punch when I didn't think there was really any need.
Handball, side pocket.
Now no option but to play the combo on the 8. Just needs that 6 ball to bounce. Doesn't want to leave it on the point. That'd work.
Simi looking good to put another game on the string here and close the gap. Can't afford to lose any. She needs this one and 3 more.
Handball, corner pocket.
Simi has yet to win a game, 2 games in a row. She won the 2nd, 4th, 7th, 10th, 12th, and the 15th game of the match.
The
Never
14th.
2 in a row.
14th,
14th
game.
game.
Yeah. Yep, she will be breaking next, so really needs to get some momentum.
Yeah, she needs to close it out with 4 in a row. This one and 3 more.
Yeah. Break and run would do a world of good here.
She had one on the right on the wire there, right down to the 8 ball. Pocketed the 8, didn't get on the 9. That's really been the only obvious mistake that she made, really, that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, thinking back, the main difference to make this scoreline as it is, I feel as if maybe Chou played better safes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been pretty even, really.
It has. Chou put 2 games together, the 5th and 6th, then the 8th and 9th. Well, she's made a ball on the break here. She's going to have a nice shot on the 2 ball. I can't complain about this shot. She's got to be liking this.
Go ball, corner pocket.
Does that look like it has an angle to scratch in the side?
No, I don't think so. But I do think that she needs to play for the 3 in the corner.
I agree with that completely. And she's pocketed it nice and come over nice for the 3 ball in the corner. Yeah,
3
this
ball,
is
corner
gonna
pocket.
unsettle Chou in the chair. I can't tell if she's going to have to come around the 5 for the upper corner, or maybe even have to play it in the side. Yeah, that's where she wants to be, but she has to go around the table, and not much of an angle to get there.
Yeah, she's going to play it 3 rails and come in behind the 5. Then if she does catch it on the way out, there's a massive chance of her being on it. Needs to go though.
Trouble. Trouble.
Yep.
She was trying to come out from behind there and swing it up. That's what happens when you get the incorrect angle for side pockets and you have to run the cue ball. It's hard to power the ball, especially on new cloth. It just won't grab the English, and you know, usually you hit it so hard and then with English you add a little speed to it. But when it doesn't grab the English, uh-oh.
Yeah, trying to get behind the 8. Unsuccessfully. Well, there is a bank on.
I was trying to see if I'm thinking she just might go for the spank or bring the cue ball back to where the 8 is. Well, she's left distance and the cue ball up against the rail.
Yeah, and I think the potting angle is there, so because the cue ball is on the rail, I think the 9 ball, does it come into play?
I think she can go by it.
Yeah, it came into
No,
play.
it came into
Ooh,
play.
nice nudge though.
It was tight, but it did come into play. Allison Fisher, one of the favorites in this tournament, leads the other favorite 8-5. Chinese player Pan Jiaoting. Either the same kind of shot she just shot, or she's going to follow it 2 rails and get close to that rail so she can have just enough to get off the rail and shoot the 10 in the opposite corner as the 9. Now she comes across and shoots the 10 in the same pocket.
Decided
Oh,
she
she
killed the
dragged
cue
it.
ball.
Hit
Yeah,
it.
nicely played.
That she made that shot look very easy. And it's not that easy. And 2 in a row, needing 2 more.
Yeah, we're just going to have a break. Back in 2 minutes.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Fighting champion. Kelly Fisher! Yeah! Philippines are the world champions.
At the end of that commercial video, I think you noticed Chieh-Yu Chou raising her cue in triumph at last year's Women's World 10-Ball Championship. Will she repeat? She's on her way. Needs one game to move into the quarterfinals. But that lady right there, Chen, is going to do everything she can to win the next two and send her home with only $3,000 instead of $50,000. For all you fans out there watching and waiting for the juniors, Fuhan and Carl Nadeberg will be on this table following this match. And our table number 2 is still going too, with Allison Fisher and Pan Xingting, and they're on the final game, and Allison is at the table. Chou on her way back into the arena. And she will be breaking the balls. Game number 16.
Yep, and ideally, from her point of view, having been 8-5 up, she'd like to make a ball here and end it quickly. She doesn't want to be getting into a hill-hill battle, that's
She's
for
still
sure.
breaking from the side. Would you consider breaking from the middle and going offensive for the run out?
I would, when she's had so little success from the side.
Well, she's made a ball on the break. Now it's a matter of, will she get a shot on the one ball? She does have a shot. Not the easiest, but it's a shot. Do you just go ahead and run into the 6, or do you avoid it? How can you avoid it?
Yeah.
If you pocket the ball, you can't.
Depends if she can hit the low side of the 6, the side what the one ball is on. Then she may stay on the 2 ball, but it's risky.
It's risky. Yeah, because she could come in behind the 8 too.
I can't see
what.
I can't see an easy safe though.
No, I can't. I think I think she'll go for it. I think she'll just roll the dice and go for it. She started out strong. Let's see how she finishes it, because she can finish it right here. This is actually the key shot if you look at this game, the way the balls lay.
One ball in the corner, half ball contact on the 6 would be ideal. Absolutely perfect. What a shot. This stage of the match, that is top class.
Well, like they say, it's towards the end of the match. It's the final 16. The winners of this round will move up to the quarterfinals. And a good example of the cream rising. Now she'll take advantage of that clock and try to use every second to settle herself, hold her nerve, and run this out to move into the quarterfinals.
Just looking to leave a half ball angle on the 6. A little bit short, but getting the cue ball cleaned again. Yeah, a couple of inches short, I feel, but still okay.
Good old center English shot. Keep it on the same line, not move towards the side pockets. Now it looks like it's just a matter of avoiding the side pocket.
You feel like this is the shot.
She gets on this and it could be all she wrote for this is Simi's only chance to come back to the table, I think.
Nicely struck. Really nice.
Aware of the clock. She does have an extension, I believe.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything with the cue ball there, just concentrated on making the 8.
And that's what she has to focus on here with a little bit of draw on this ball. I think it'll hold tight enough to come down by the side pocket and end up about where it is now. And here's this 10 ball to move into the quarterfinals by Chieh-Yu Chou, our defending and reigning champion. And there you have it. Chieh-Yu Chou moves into the quarterfinals, and Simi Chen, one of the best players in the world, is put out of the tournament. This has been George Chieh-Yu and Daryl Peach signing out, folks. We are in Austria having a great time. Daryl.
Yep, been a great match there and very enjoyable. So we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Juan Fu, Carl Nadeberg, please proceed to table 1.